In the painting, Cuidado Sea, King the Longhorn, the water runs black beneath the dying sun, its surface rippling with gold, shattering reflections of the twisted trees standing sentinel over the path. Somewhere in the depths of the forest, a low wind hummed through the branches, whispering old secrets in a language older than words. At the heart of this scene, a rock sat near the water's edge, its form weathered, marked by time, and scarred by something else. Eyes, carved into its surface, red and watching. Had someone come here before her, looking for something? A natural woodland setting dominates the scene. The focal point is a small waterfall, cascading into a dark, reflective pool, with the surrounding banks rendered in warm ochres and muted browns. The painting's lower left features a large rock, face-like in its contours, containing hints of eyes or facial features. On the right, near the pool, a mysterious, multi-eyed entity merges with the foliage, barely distinct, yet undeniably watchful. The entire scene has an illuminated quality, with the pool's surface catching glints of gold and pale reflection. At the bottom of the scene, partially obscured text reads, Cuidado, the Spanish word for caution or watch out. Another phrase references See King the Longhorn, evoking the idea of the ox, Longhorn, from Zen ox herding tradition. The painting aligns with the first of the ox herding pictures, often called Searching for the Ox, in which the seeker begins the spiritual quest, unaware of how close or far the ox truly is. Here, the woodland waterfall scene suggests a journey, a path or clearing that leads deeper into the forest. The first ox herding picture typically depicts the seeker's ignorance, searching high and low for the ox without realizing it's all around. In this painting, the presence of a longhorn might be metaphorical. See King the Longhorn suggests seeking the ox. The environment hints at the undiscovered or yet to be recognized presence of the ox, truth, Buddha nature, somewhere in the scene. She knew the legend. For her, the legend spoke of the Longhorn, an ancient beast that had roamed these lands long before men had learned to name them. It was the first step on the journey, the first test. To seek the ox was to seek truth, but those who had walked this path before him warned of its difficulty. The tracks were faint, the path unclear. Some never moved beyond this place, content to sit by the stream, staring at their own reflection, mistaking the glimmering water for the thing they sought. Others turned back, weary of the struggle. And then there were those who lost themselves in the watching eyes of the forest. Her gaze shifted to the trees, their trunks twisted, gnarled, as if shaped by unseen hands. Shadows moved in their depths, but it was not the wind that stirred them. A presence loomed. She could feel it. It was there in the heavy stillness, in the way the forest seemed to breathe around her. The multi-eyed entity, its form woven into the tangled brush, seemed both a warning and a promise. She lowered herself to the ground, pressing her fingers into the cool earth. She was searching for tracks. The ox had passed through here before. Of that, she was certain. And yet, the trail was elusive, slipping away just as she thought she had found it. Was she truly seeking? Or was she only pretending, lost in the search itself? The waterfall in the distance murmured softly, its voice dissolving into the quiet. The way forward was there, obscured but present. A thin trickle of light pierced through the canopy, illuminating a narrow path beyond the water's edge. It was not an answer, only an invitation. She exhaled. Most people never move beyond this point, she thought. They lingered in the safety of the familiar, content to search without finding, to stare into the darkened pools of their own making. But she was not most people. She stood, brushing the dust from her hands. The Longhorn was near, and she would not turn back. She knew it was only the start of her ox-herding journey, one where the traveller searches for truth, perhaps unaware how close or layered that truth is within the ordinary. The tranquil yet shadowed forest, waterfall, and reflective pool evoke a serenity tinged with mystery, while subtle warnings, Cuidado, and multi-eyed presences hint at the potential difficulties and illusions that accompany initial spiritual seeking. Through this moody, golden-lit realm, the scene reminds her that the path to enlightenment is both beautiful and fraught with caution. She must open our eyes to hidden watchers and illusions, for only by recognizing them can she truly see the ox that might already be at her side.